Hey everybody, welcome back to another Deck Profile Friday. In this one, we're going to be going over another deck from, one of my favorite formats. And it's also, quite new, but it's not like a retro format. It's not like 2006 or 2004 or even 2010, right? The cards that are used are actually just a little bit past that. They came out, early 20, or pardon me, mid 2011 to now, right? And if that doesn't give it away, then all I need to say is GLC, and that stands for Gym Leader Challenge, where, in this format, you can only use one specific type of Pokemon, just like a gym leader. And additionally, you cannot play any Pokemon with a rule box. So no EXs, no GXs, no Vs, no Radiants, no, Prisms, none of that, right? You can only use pretty much just commons, uncommons, rares, and rare holos, right? As it stands. And that's pretty awesome. So it's a super fun, super competitive format. And then lastly, it's a singleton format, meaning you can only use one of any card excluding basic energy, right? Basic energy, you can have as many as you want, right? But everything else, you can only have one copy. And that's one of the amazing things about Gym Leader Challenge, right? And, just how good it is and how fun it is. Awesome. So, we are going to get into the deck profile. And the last one that we did was the dark type, right? And so, what's the opposite of the dark type, right? Easy. It's the type that came out with the dark type back in Neo Genesis. No, I'm not talking about fighting type or psychic type, dark beats psychic and fighting beats dark. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the type that came out with the dark type when it was first introduced into the Pokemon TCG back in Neo Genesis with the dark type, and that is the metal type or the steel type. And so that is it. We are playing a steel deck. We're pretty much, playing like Byron from, what's the name of his town, his city in Sinnoh? I can't even remember. It's like it's something. It's on like the west side of the continent. I don't even remember, but yeah, he's the Steel Gym Leader Jasmine in Olivine City, and the Johto region is the Steel Gym Leader, right? And if you know anything about Steel Pokemon, they're highly durable, and they can take a lot of punishment, and that's pretty much the idea of the deck here. So, to start it off, we got a 1/1/1 line of Aegislash, right? Pretty cool. This is the Honedge from Rebel Clash. Pretty cool. Everything about it is just pretty much average. Retreat cost, HP, resistance, and weakness. Attack as well. The Doublade there is from Team Up, I believe. Right? So, not too bad. Tool drop is pretty cool. Right? For each Pokemon tool attached to this Pokemon, or all Pokemon, right? And you can do that for 2 colorless. So that's a nice little backup attacker. And then Aegislash there. Aegislash, the big boy. Right? It's there with its big shield ability. All of your Pokemon take 30 less damage from your opponent's attacks after applying weakness and resistance. And it's not stackable, nor do we play a second Aegislash in Gym Leader Challenge. And its attack there for Power Edge for 3, it does 130. Not terrible either. 130 is a pretty solid number to hit in this format. Awesome. So So that is Aegislash. You know, one of the Pokemon lines in this deck. Next, we got Bronzong, right? Another really cool one here. There's a couple different Bronzongs that you could use. I chose this one just because you can move your energy around, which is pretty cool. For Bronzong, everything about it is pretty average HP, retreat cost, so it's a heavy Pokemon. It's a bell, right? Makes sense that it has 3 resistance, and weakness, obvious, right? And then we have the Bronzor, right? The basic. If you go second, its ability, this Pokemon can evolve during your first turn. So that's really cool. Right? You get that turn 1 Bronzong. Right? Rather than wait a turn. The reason why you'd want to do that is just, it gives it some extra HP, and the chances of it surviving is pretty high. And then everything else about it is pretty average as well. Bronzong. So we got A, Aegislash, B, Bronzong. What comes after A and B? We have C in Copperajah, right? This Copperajah, the Cufant there is from Fusion Strike. And then the Copperajah is from Sword and Shield Base, right? So the Fusion Strike one there, the Cufant, pretty much average everywhere around. High horsepower, can do 80 on a basic, so that's pretty good, right? And not that it matters, but it is single strike. Copperajah, right? 190 HP, so it's pretty big, right? It's bigger than even Aegislash, right? 4 retreat, so it's got a high retreat cost, meaning it's probably going to be left active, right? To either, just keep going, or just left there and, while your opponent sets up, right? 2 awesome attacks. Dig Drain for 2 metal, does 60, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. Some tanking. And then for its second attack, 3 energy. Muscular nose, 220. If this Pokemon has 8 or more damage counters on it, this attack does nothing. So what you're trying to do here, right, with this deck, is you're trying to reduce damage as much as possible and have this thing just tank, right? If this thing can take hits and stay below that 8 damage counter threshold, you're just going to be hitting 220 turn after turn after turn after turn after turn. And that is crazy. So that's C. We've got our A, B's, and C's. No, we don't have any D's, right? We don't have any D's after this. But we do also have another stage 2. And we got Klinklang, right? Klink here and Klang, both pretty average. Right? They got the same attack. Call for backup. Search your deck for a metal Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. It's pretty good, right? More consistency is always good. Klang there has got an extra attack, and spinning attack to 60 for metal 2 colors. Okay. Right? They both obviously have high retreat costs. Makes sense. And then we got Klinklang, right? Once again, 160 HP, and everything else is pretty much average about it. Retreat cost, weakness, and resistance, right? Its attack there, Power Beam, does 130, so once again, it hits the magic number of 130. And then its ability there. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. So that's absolutely crazy. If you can do that more than once in a game, That's so good, right? It's very similar to Magnezone there from Astral Radiance, where you look at the top 6 and kind of do the same thing. Pretty cool. So we got Aegislash, Bronzong, Copperajah, and Klinklang, right? What do we have left here, right? That's our stage 1s and stage 2s. Well, we need some basics. We need some basics to go with that, and I've got 3 good ones. Pardon me, 2 good ones. And then 1 that's kind of a basic. We got Dialga from Celebrations. And Jirachi from Team Up, the Dialga there. 130 HP, 2 retreat. Obviously, resistance to grass, weakness to fire. Its attack there, first attack, temporal, backflow. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand, so that's pretty cool. Neat little attack. Its second attack there for 3 colors, Metal Blast is 60. And then this attack does 20 more damage for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. And it is not capped. There is no cap on this, meaning it can hit for unlimited damage if you can get it. So that's pretty cool. Jirachi, right? It's only there for one reason and one reason only. It's not because it looks cute or it's got an amazing, lower half on the card or an attack. It's there for its ability, and this card was used a lot in the 2019-2020 format and 2020. Whenever it rotated, I don't even remember. I think it was last time it was used was like in 2020, like the 2020 format, not the 2020-2021 format, right? But like the 2019-2020 format was the last time it was used. Stellar Wish. Once during a turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is your active, you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck and reveal a trainer card you find there. Put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck, and then this Pokemon is now asleep. Free card, right? And it's a free pivot every turn, right? Just so you can use that, and that's crazy. That's so good. And then the last Pokemon is Metagross from Silver Tempest. This card, I really like this card here. It's really good. Once during a turn, if you drew this Pokemon from your deck at the beginning of your turn and your bench isn't full, you may put this Pokemon onto your bench. And if you do, draw 3 cards, right? 170 HPs, so it's pretty tanky. And then the bottom half is pretty average for a Metagross as well. Its attack there, Meteor Mash for 100. And then during your next turn, right, this attack does 100 more damage. So crazy. 200 damage for 2 energies. Nuts. And that is it, everybody, for the Pokemon in this deck, right? Got some of the greats here. Aegislash, Bronzong, Copperajah, Klinklang, Dialga, Jirachi, and Metagross. That is your metal type lineup. And now we're going to get into the trainers, supporters, and stadiums, and I guess as well tools, because tools is a subclass there, right? And I guess items as well, if we're going to go that far. Supporters, we got Ball Guy. Search your deck for up to 3 different cards that have ball in its name. Put them in your hand. Bird Keeper. Draw 3 after you can switch your active with one of your bench. Bridgette. Search for 1 basic Pokemon EX or 3 basic Pokemon except EX. Pretty cool. Cheryl. Heal all damage from each of your evolution Pokemon. If you do, discard all energy. So the idea is, with that card, is just move your energy with Bronzong to something that's fresh. Cynthia and Caitlin. Put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. Obviously, it says here you can't choose Cynthia and Caitlin with this effect here. When you play this card, you may discard another card from your hand if you do draw 3 cards. So that's pretty cool. Just a recurring draw 3. Guzma. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active, and if you do, you gotta switch. So it's like a boss's orders, then an escape rope in one. Lusamine. Put 2 in any combination of supporters and stadiums from your discard pile into your hand. Pretty cool. Next, we got Mallow. Search your deck for up to 2 cards, probably 4 2 cards. Shuffle your deck, and then put those cards on top of your deck in any order. Pretty cool. Marnie. Marnie's Marnie. And the even better Marnie, and actually the better Iono too. The original, the OG. Peonia. Put up to 3 prize cards into your hand. Then for each prize card you put into your hand in this way, put a card from your hand face down as a prize card. So that's pretty cool. That there is probably a card that I would cut if I needed room, because I don't really think it's needed. Professor's Research, the best draw card in the game, like I've said, right? Also called Professor Sycamore, Professor Juniper, right? So they do the same thing. And we got Raihan, another really awesome card, good come from behind card. And that is these supporters, everybody. So next, we'll do the stadiums. We've got 3 stadiums. Artazon, right? A consistency card here. Searcher of basic Pokemon. Really good. Crystal Cave. It's a combo with the damage reduction. Heal 30 from your Metal and Dragon type. Obviously, you don't want to be playing that versus Dragon unless it's an advantage for you. Jubliffe Village, the newer tropical beach, except for 5 cards only. And that is these stadiums. Items, right? Boost Shake. So we can get that turn 1 evolution. Escape Board. The retreat cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to is a colorless less and can retreat even if it's affected by a sleep or paralyzed. Right? The 2 biggest special conditions in the game. Escape Rope. One of the best cards in the history of the game, the true for an item, Evolution Incense. Evosoda, evolving a Pokemon. Pretty good. Heavy Ball, with a retreat cost of 3 or more. How many Pokemon in this deck have a retreat cost of 3 or more? There is a lot, right? So it makes sense to play this. Plus it's searchable with Ball Guy. Hisuian Heavy Ball. So this here is another card that you can possibly cut, right? Well, you go into your prizes, search your prizes for a basic, put into your hand, and trade this card for it. Pretty cool. So that's some. We got more items here. New row. Lana's Fishing Rod. Shuffle a Pokemon and a Pokemon tool from your discard pile into your deck. Pretty good. Level Ball. Search for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Lillies Pokédoll. So this is an interesting one. Play this card as if it is a 30 HP basic Pokemon that's colorless at any time before you attack during your turn. If this is active, you may discard it all cards attached to it and put it on the bottom of your deck. It can't retreat, and if it's knocked out, your opponent doesn't take a prize from it. So this is pretty cool. I need just like a little, let them run into it, right, and they don't take a prize. It's a good stall card. Max Potion. Another reason why we have the Bronzong, right? It does this in Cheryl, right? We can heal. Metal Frying Pan. The metal Pokemon this card is attached to takes 30 less. So if you combo that with Aegislash, that's 60 less. That's crazy. Metal Goggles. The male Pokemon this card is attached to takes 30 less. So, you don't say, right? It's so crazy, like, that there's two of these. And they're both, obviously they're both tools, right? So, it's just absolutely nuts. The third metal card, Metal Saucer. Attach a metal energy from your discard pile to one of your bench metal Pokemon. We all play metal, so it makes sense to have this. And then we got some more item cards. We got Nest Ball, right? Another really good one. We got Quick Ball, the better Nest Ball, right? We got Rare Candy to evolve to our Stage 2s quicker. Scoop Up Net. Some healing here, right? And we got another good stall card. Super Rod. We can put, three basic energies or 3 Pokemon in any combination back into our deck. Trainers Mail. Look at the top 4. Reveal a trainer card you find there and put it into your hand. Pretty cool. Ultra Ball. Discard 2. Search for a Pokemon. Any Pokemon. So another really good search card. And it's a ball too. So it's searchable by Ball Guy. And then lastly, VS Seeker to be able to reuse a supporter of our choosing. Awesome. And that is the trainer cards, right? Now we're on to the energy. And we have 7 metal energy. And then we have a counter energy. So counter energy, if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, and if this Pokemon is attached to, isn't a Pokemon GX or EX, this card provides every type of energy, but provides only 2 energy at a time. So, pretty good. It's pretty much a double rainbow energy with no drawback. And then Shield energy, right? Another metal one, right? The attacks of all your opponent's Pokemon do 10 less damage to the metal Pokemon this card's attached to. Right? Pretty cool. So more damage reduction. Awesome. Right? And we could play coding in here, but that just has to deal with weakness. Right? So we don't really need it. And there you go, everybody. This is Metal GLC. It's all about healing. It's all about tanking. Right? And making your Pokemon extremely hard to knock out. Right, the squad, Aegislash, Bronzong, right, Copperajah, Klinklang, with Dialga, Jirachi, and Metagross, right? Some of the best steel type Pokemon in the game, they're right here. So, but yes, this is Deck Profile Friday. Don't forget to check out this weekend's opening Sunday, and I know we're nearing the Obsidian Flames set. The pre-releases are going to be coming out soon, so we're going to have some content for that. In the meantime, we should have another opening or two before before, during the pre-releases, right? And then obviously, as usual, when Obsidian Flames gets released, we'll do a booster box, an ETB, right? A booster bundle, and probably one of each of the promo packs, the 3-packs, and the single blister Pokemon packs, right? One of each of those, and that'll be it for Obsidian Flames. So pretty cool. And then also, lastly, if you like what you're hearing and seeing, then like the video, comment, and be subscribed. Right? We are going to be doing a giveaway at 250 subscribers. So when we get there, there'll be a pretty good giveaway, and it'll just keep getting better, than that, right? Once the channel starts to take off. Awesome. There you go, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and once again, see you in the next video.